Conor McGregor is absolutely one of the biggest names in mixed martial arts. He was the first Irishman to ever fight in the UFC, and that is an honor he has worn proudly for years. And that was something he carried on his shoulders as he became the first ever non-American mixed martial artist to hold two belts at the same time. The guy talks the talk and he walks the walk. But admittedly, Conor McGregor has come on some hard times over the last couple years. His long run of dominance seems to be a fading memory for the Irish superstar. He's coming off two losses to Dustin the Diamond Poirier. One loss was a nasty knockout, and the second was a freak accident which resulted in a broken leg and a long rehab and recovery. But he still talks. Conor is always making his presence known and felt, whether he is in the octagon or not. Maintaining the spotlight is not easy. Ask any famous fighter or athlete or celebrity, whoever, it isn't easy. When you reach a certain height, people begin looking for ways to bring you down. It's the way it is, for better or worse. And now Conor is dealing with some pushback regarding his online activity. What the heck was Conor McGregor up to that got fans all worked up? Fans were shocked and stunned, offended, outraged, bewildered when they noticed Conor had apparently liked an X-rated video on Twitter. Can't anyone like what they want anymore without someone freaking out? The simple answer is no, of course not. Are you crazy? What would we be as a society if we didn't worry about and freak out about the lives of other people? Don't be silly, sheesh. Anyway, Conor has confused his followers and fans on social media before this incident. He posts his own bizarre content sometimes, but this time it was the tweet he liked that sent everyone into a tizzy. The tweet in question, a video of a man pleasuring himself, gulp, was posted by the user BroGoalsAF. It's possible that Conor has a Twitter handler and maybe the tweet was liked solely based on the BroGoalsAF moniker? Who knows? That wouldn't stop social media from going haywire even if that were the case. And really, how likely is that? The private account comes with a warning. BroGoalsAF makes it very clear that its content is for individuals 18 years and older. At some point, Conor McGregor became aware of his followers catching a drift of his maybe a little raunchy activity. To each their own, always. But this is social media. As a result, Conor quickly removed his like from the tweet. But Mr. McGregor, it was too late. Some fans, and probably haters too, had already screenshot the evidence and reposted. Because, again, apparently no one has anything better to do. Twitter users responded in droves. One user wrote, hey Conor, your likes are public.
Society tells you, growing up, you should fantasize about kicking a ball and dream about that.
Another commented, Conor McGregor's likes make for interesting viewing.
No matter what you do. My father always jokes that I could be doing anything and my mother would still be my biggest fan.
Haha. And a third user said, bruh, I know you ain't like that last tweet on purpose.
I am happy that I have put martial arts in the spotlight in my country and shown it for what it is.
Who knows what happened? It could have been someone else entirely.
I truly believe we are all equal as human beings if we are obsessed with something and we truly pursue
A friend or someone who works for Conor and manages social media liked it on their own.
Work hard, put in the time, you will succeed, and that is a philosophy that I carry, my coaches carry. And
that happens a lot in the world of celebrity. Regardless, this is only one of a bunch of stuff weirding out fans these days. Conor had been using his social media in a strange way, that's for sure. He concerned fans recently with several pictures that showed him touching his neck in a strange way.
I mean, the man is running scared. I cannot force a man who is...
Another post, and this one is pretty weird admittedly. Conor write, I'm so I could write a book on dead rats. Okay.
About the same weight.
Yeah, 145 pounds was the fight against Pacquiao.
Maybe that one is a result of his whiskey, Proper 12? Thanks to all these weird and cryptic posts, his fans and others are comparing the MMA star to Britney Spears.
If you're looking to a fight that could generate interest, it must be across a match of different styles.
That's never good. Aside from all these bizarre shenanigans, McGregor continues to pump himself up.
I always carry Ireland with me anywhere I go on the planet, and the Irish come with me wherever I go on the planet. So
the former two-weight class champ has promised a triumphant return to the octagon.
I feel absolutely amazing, to be honest. So I'm just enjoying life.
But look at the bigness of it all.
And even went so far as to promise he would slice through someone. Everyone has noted that Conor has gotten pretty huge. So when and if he returns to the cage,
I'm absolutely blown away by the support. I can't put into words how grateful I am for everyone.
It will most likely be at welterweight.
I've been hearing all the time that I'm protected from this style of opponent, that I've been gifted a title shot
where he has 3 fights under his belt. Liking a weird tweet video isn't the only thing that has brought Conor under scrutiny from the public.
So I'm very, very happy, very proud tonight. My team has been phenomenal, the work has been phenomenal, the people have been phenomenal.
In fact, McGregor has been involved in a lot of moments that aren't exactly shining examples for the Irish people. After Conor fought Floyd Mayweather in a huge super fight boxing exhibition.
You know, I like this weight division, I feel really good. It's good going up and down. I don't believe I'm there yet though, you know, I just still got work to do.
Things have sort of been sliding downhill. He got that massive payday, but it has some people asking, at what cost? Let's take a look at some low moments in the recent career of Conor McGregor, inside and outside of the octagon. In 2018, McGregor was involved in a rather embarrassing and dangerous stunt. At UFC 223, Conor McGregor and his posse attacked a bus, throwing guardrails, trash cans, and whatever else they could find at the vehicle. It was dangerous and irrevocably reckless. The intended target of Conor's ire was none other than Khabib Nurmagomedov. The situation was so out of hand that the NYPD issued a warrant for McGregor's arrest, with eventual charges of criminal mischief along with 3 counts of assault. All this action snowballed into the massive fight at UFC 229, Conor vs. Khabib. The fight was announced only weeks after the bus incident. The fight was considered to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, events in the history of the UFC, and was crowned "The World is Watching." 2.24 million people tuned in to the night of fights, making it the most bought PPV in UFC history. The fight was entertaining and both fighters were still standing heading into the 4th round. Like any fight that doesn't make it to the judges' scorecards for a decision, it ended with one man unable to continue. Khabib took Conor's neck in a rear naked choke and never let go, forcing the Irishman to tap. And that, unfortunately, is when all hell broke loose. After Khabib was pulled off Conor, the Dagestani champion leapt over the cage. He instigated an ugly brawl between his team and the team of Conor's. Eventually, the situation was gotten under control, but not before it left a very ugly mark on the night. Dana White was so disgusted that he refused to give Khabib his title belt. Not to mention, members of both teams were arrested, and both of the fighters were fined and suspended. Conor was even sued by the Las Vegas Commission and paid a huge fine of $150,000 for his involvement in the brawl and ensuing events. See? Liking a video on Twitter doesn't seem so terrible in context, but that isn't all. Back in 2019, in his hometown country of Ireland, McGregor got in trouble for assaulting a member of the public. Yikes. It happened at the Marble Arch pub in his hometown of Dublin. It would be funny if it wasn't absurd. Conor offered the person a shot of his whiskey, Proper 12. The guy refused, and so Conor punched him. And it was all captured on video, eventually released to the public by TMZ. Maybe that was Conor's lowest moment. Who knows? He's still young. With all this negative publicity, it would be a good idea for him to return to the octagon and win. He needs the public in his corner more than ever. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the video as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. We will be back soon with more content to entertain. But in the meantime, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We appreciate your support. See you soon. Take care.